Right, you're not an idiot.
Are we actually going to have this in the podcast?
Have you got the run?
Cricket. Bats. Balls.
And then make like a boing. Hello and welcome to Game 3 of the first round of Sporting Woods presenting Simulated Online Cricket Cup. Oh,
You did it.
I did it, guys. I did it. Let's be real proud of that. We can wrap it up now. We're all done. No, we've got so much to talk about tonight. Obviously, Game 3, the Revolution are taking on the Dogs of War. The Dog of War. I realise
The Dog of Waugh.
Only one dog.
Only one dog.
I'm so sorry. I've got the name wrong.
Who let the dog out? So, but before we talk about today's matchup, let's recap one of the all-time great simulation matches as Luke has a mental breakdown. The mid-thanks sir.
It's just one dog. That's so great.
The mid-thanks sir with a last ball victory against the Uru Pubadoos in both of their first matchups here in Pool A.
Yes.
Luke.
Oh, mate. They don't get any closer to that. We had written them off. We'd crowned them, the mid-thanks on that one, about an over and a half. I think even
2 overs.
2 overs before we'd crowned it, and it went down to the wire. John Holland, obviously, the money man, nearly 2 for 3 off his last his last and only over. You'd have to think that the Hoories will consider bringing him earlier into the game after that display because, yeah, huge raps on the boy and nearly stole that one away. But yeah, the mid-thanks sir able to get away, and that brings them up into rank 2
As we have a look at the standings, the Bayside Brown Snakes on top after their victory against
moved
the
up the
Firehawks,
power rankings,
and mid-thanks sir into second place.
Yeah, huge. We've mentioned this before. Obviously, this is a shortened season, being that it is a pool scenario, World Cup style. So each game is important. Now the Firehawks obviously got belted by the Brown Snakes. That's helped with their net run rate, but the Hurus only missing by a smidge. I think it's a 0.05 net run rate. So very close there. They've still got a lot to play for.
I believe the top 2 teams will be decided by net run rate when all is said and done. So as we have a quick look before we start this match to the leading run scorer
First
and
of all,
wicket
what was your
takers.
name? Sorry, Tim? Tim Stanton?
That's it.
Yes, and I'm Luke Gold.
And we are Sporting Woods.
That's right.
Presenting Simulated Online Cricket Cup.
Just for those listening at home, Michael Vilkins is still on his way. I believe he's landed in LA for the Unicorn Bachelor with Sophie Monk, working his way through that one as far as I'm aware at the moment.
Suspension's still ongoing,
Yes.
as per Commissioner Al,
That's right.
allegedly.
That's right.
So let's have a look at the leading run scorers in the competition so far. T-Pain on top after his 80 in the first game. Relative unknown Jake Carter, 66. Jono Wells and Will Pukowski not far behind. And the wickets, Gabe Bell, hero in last season, looks to be another hero here for mid-thanks
I wish he played better for me, honestly.
Sean Abbott, Shakib, John Holland, 1 over, 2 wickets, and Daniel Worrell, the BDE player of the match from game 1, all on 2 wickets. So let's have a look at the teams and how they shape up. The Revolution versus the Dogs of Waugh.
Yeah, both strong teams here. Overall, 82-81, so not a lot between them. Batting and bowling, the Rev have the edge, and the fielding goes slightly to the Dogs of Waugh. So it says Dogs of Waugh there, but the Dog of Waugh at the start. There's conjecture over how many Dogs of Waugh there will be in this competition. We'll just have to wait and see, I suppose. But let's get into it.
We'll go through the team lineups.
That's right.
here.
Remember, this is the last game of the first round, which is introduction round. So we will be seeing the boys wearing their classic strips. So the first 11 of each team will be playing their strip was what they will be playing in today. All right, let's have a look at the quick look at the Revolution here. Joe Root opens and skippers for the Revolution with David Warner, a big opening batting outfit. George Bailey, the barge ass himself, in at 3. Joe Burns at 4. Harry Nielsen will be wicket keeping in at 5. The Niche, I think, is a really good inclusion for this team.
Your boy,
the Jimmy Neesham in at 6. In at 7, Moeen Ali, late comer in the draft. draft, but a good pickup. Pat Cummins, an excellent pickup here. This is where I think the game is won for the Revolution. Pat Cummins and James Patterson in at the bowling, Chris Tremaine, and Josh Hazlewood. They've got 3 of the 4 Australian attack at the moment. So huge for this team. They've got so much going on. Marcus Harris is able to sit on the bench.
They are heavily fancied, and that's why they are out of the bubble.
And if we move across to the Dogs of War, you've got Johnny Bairstow, who will be opening the batting with Tom Cooper. Wicket-keeping also is Johnny. Kane Williamson, an excellent pickup there for the Dogs of War, as it says there, and skipper. Glenn Maxwell, the big show, in at 4. Alex Doolan at 5. Darcy Short at 6. Matty Renshaw, he's going to work away at the end of the order there. He's played at that role a few times. He also has thrown a heavy ball in this competition. So
A very
heavy ball. So look out for that. Nick Larkin at 8. Geez, they bat deep. At 9 is the finisher, James Faulkner. Peter Siddle and Trent Bolt are the only 2 recognised bowlers in this team. And interesting, we look forward to catching up with Dane O, team owner of the Dogs of War, and we'll ask him about that later on. Clive Rose will be sitting out this game on the bench, unable to make his way into this team at this stage. He'll have to work hard to get in.
I believe he's serving a man bun suspension.
Is that what it is? A man bun suspension?
Team owner Dane O not happy with the man bun.
Yep, that makes sense.
May get a Guernsey if he gets rid of the man bun.
All right.
Now, the umpires today, special edition, we have the members of KISS, Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, in to umpire this highly anticipated matchup between
the boys from KISS,
Revolution, and Dogs of War.
I think the choice to choose to get KISS to get in, they probably thought they were going to be playing a gig, and we said, no, you're going to be umpiring.
You're going to be at the SOCC.
That's right. You will be at the SOCC at Tribhuvan. That's where we're playing tonight, isn't it?
We are. We have
Namaste, bitches.
We have moved to Nepal, and the Revolution and Dogs of War will be playing for tonight the David Warner Sandpaper Shield. No explanation required. Luke, a tip for tonight's matchup.
Oh, look, I really think that the Dogs have got a strong team this season, and so do the Revolution. So it wouldn't surprise me if these are the 2 teams we see go through from Pool A. So I don't think there's too much to really pick. I think the difference will be as the other team owners are in the room.
Not happy.
They're not. They're blowing up. Hey, look, I am an impartial judge. All I can say is what I see, and these 2 teams are very strong. So. There's limited all-rounders, correct, but the Dogs of War have gone short on their bowling stocks. They're playing on the idea that you only have to make the runs, of course. You don't have to then bowl them out. It's just they don't have to make as many runs as you do, and looking to see if that is what gets them across the line in this competition. Tim, how about yourself?
Look, I think there's not enough bowling stocks in the Dogs of War, and I think I'm really liking the Revolution here. What they were my preseason tip to take this year's competition. So let's see if they can get off to a good start, as we do say namaste to the high risers at the foot of the mountains. Yeah,
look, since last season, they've obviously built in a lot on theirs. Gene, he's checking to see the stumps are in there. A lot of revenue has been brought into Tribhuvan University grounds since the inclusion being included in this competition. And you can see that in the corporate sector out the back.
And speaking of corporate sectors, today's ground sponsors are Just Batshit, Tim's Good Food, Koala Furniture, welcome for their first involvement in simulated online cricket, and BCF and Fun.
That's it.
As we head to the toss.
You're watching my movies. Oh, so Dogs of War are going to call here. What's Kane got?
The instruction from the booth was tails.
Tails, we'll see what they've got. And the Revolution have won with heads.
Joe Root in the speed dealers.
Look at those speedies. He's in it second slip, all right. I can tell you that much for free. And they have chosen to bowl.
Well, they've sent in
smart.
The Dogs of War. And as we remember from last season, controversy marred the pitch conditions of Tribhuvan University International Cricket Ground.
They've got that sorted out, but it doesn't appear to be the case. So we'll just have to see how this one plays out.
I just always love seeing the KISS band members on the field.
The fact they brought face. They went all in with the makeup. They really did think they were performing today. As Colgate gets a new sponsor, Colgate. Remember, before you kiss him, use Colgate.
TikTok as well.
Yes. Well,
Is on board for Dogs of Waugh.
team owner Dano, big fan of the TikTok. Loves himself a TikTok. So that was strictly brought in, as well as the major sponsor Hollywood on the Gold Coast. So big sponsors enjoying in this one, as you can see there. Just happy to be here today.
Don't forget to get involved on the socials. We are on Twitch, sporting_woods_podcast, and on YouTube, Sporting Woods.
Pat Cummins to open the bowling here. And it's a lovely ball. And that is right on the money, right from the start. That's what you expect out of the Australian pace bowler.
The marquee man, Pat Cummins.
2 point, was it 2.2?
3.1?
3.1?
Something like that.
I don't know. Was it pi?
Pi is exactly 3.
Waiting.
Yeah! Oh, he's gone!
Is that a catch?
What?
Well, there's not much celebration, but now they come into it.
I think they're shocked that he's taken that. Was that Moeen Ali there with the hands?
And Benny G.
He did shoot his shot before this game. He did say at the start that... oh, look at that. And it is Moeen Ali at the face. That was more of a self-preservation catch. The Englishman against the Englishman. And the Dogs of Waugh, the Dog of Waugh, not happy. I guess the Dogs of Waugh is the team, and the team owner, Dano, is the Dog of Waugh. And that brings skipper Kane Williamson to the crease early on. Wow.
Huge pressure on Kane Williamson here to steady the ship and get to a formidable total.
Wait.
But, Luke, it is still early doors.
Oh, way early doors. Yes, very early days, in fact. And, look, they'll be looking to try and salvage something. It is early, though. So early in this game.
Yep.
And he squeezes that one off the outside edge for 4 runs. And that's the first runs of the game. Proud sponsors Koala and Gene Simmons. He's loving it. They've taught him the rules this time.
Not a bad way to get off the mark there from Williamson, as we see Aston Martin on the backside of the Revolution. Yeah, very high end, very fitting of the Revolution.
That's right. That was. They came to us, Aston, to get involved with the Revolution.
Wait.
Heavy conversations. Who is the marquee team of the competition? Who is the most marketable team? No doubt
Look at those
about it. It is the Revolution.
Moeen, now he, as I said, late in the draft was picked up, but already earning his stripes with that ripping catch.
Yep. Catch.
Oh, and that one, Kane is not sitting around. He's gone for that one. Out towards the well-priced family SUV. He's eyed it off early for that slog shot for the right-hander, and for the left-hander, that beautiful cover drive, if you go over the cover drive. If you're able to hit it, though, remember, the car will be donated to a charity of the batsman's choice, and they themselves will win a Sporting Woods hat. I keep saying it, but the bowling stocks of the Revolution is, I think, what's going to push them through in this competition.
Well, I mean, an opening bowling partnership of Cummins and Hazelwood. It would be rude not to have them as pre-season champion.
Yeah, they would be smarting over that.
Now, Tom Cooper, not a recognised batsman in real life, but in the game,
showed good heart.
Highly touted.
Yeah, played for the Wonderballs last season and did a fair knock for them.
Wait.
They'll be looking to get a lot out of him here today. Not just at this stage, but he's easing into that. Maybe spent a bit too much time at the major sponsor Hollywood, perhaps.
Well, definitely already we're only 8 balls in, but looks like Cooper will play the cameo/support role.
Wait.
Oh,
None off 3. This is
bowling.
great bowling from the Hoff, the country lad from Tamworth. Who would have thought? Would Josh Hazelwood have thought that he'd be playing at Maple Leaf Ground, being that young fella?
This is Tribhuvan.
Yes. Catch it.
Oh, and Tom Cooper, he's had enough of that. He's pulled out the long handle, and BCF and Just Batshit get a run over that one. Remember, it's crazy. Just Batshit. That's one of the sponsors from the game. I can't stress that enough. I didn't find that one. That one is part of the game. It's Just Batshit.
Do you get paid every time you say Just Batshit?
Do
they give you freelance rights to come up with advertisements?
I just really enjoy saying it's Just Batshit.
Wait.
If you need to batch it, just batch it.
If you're brewing a batch, just batch it. I don't know.
That's just batshit crazy.
There you go. That's
we
what
go.
I'm talking about.
That might be it.
That's
As a sarcastic applause from the
Another
team
one
owners.
over the top of cover. Tom Cooper, he's looking to get it out now. Both players now starting to put it in. And Paul Stanley, he's loving it. That lippy, I tell you what, he spent hours in makeup to get that lippy right.
all for a cricketing umpire.
That's
appearance.
right. Yeah, well, I mean, huge stuff. Huge opportunity. They
Wait.
might go big after this.
Well, look, the batting bowling matchup doesn't get more high profile than this. Pat Cummins versus Kane Williamson here.
What about Pat Cummins for our colleague?
I mean, what, you want to pitch it?
Jimmy B, owner of Mid-Thanks Sir,
He's still
on the
coming off a
chirp.
high after last game.
And whoever that cannot believe the play and miss there.
I think it was Patterson. James
The
Patterson.
man impersonating.
Man
James
impersonator. He's got the tattoos.
Waiting.
Gee, the wicket of Williamson here, all the more valuable
prized.
after that Bairstow early loss.
Yeah. And they've still got batting stocks. They bat deep. That's what they want to see. I mean, they finished with the finisher as far as their batting is concerned. They can bat.
Yep. Catch it.
Oh, snuck it well. I mean, talk about taking a good ball and just dispatching
batching it.
Just batch it, mate. It's lovely shot, toe of the bat. That's not a half volley. That looked like a decent enough Yorker, and he's just got enough on and under it to get that 4 runs.
Team owner Dane O, happy with all runs in boundaries so
Catch.
far.
Oh,
And again, there was a cry for catch it in the field, but that boundary presented by Just Batchet, getting a lot of the runs there. Williamson with the arm guard today. Not too sure about the conditions of the pitch. Well, that played pretty true there, Luke.
Oh, Gurinder Sandhu would have been able to take that one with his 6'5" height, but unfortunately that goes over the man's head for another 4 runs. Yeah, only doing this in 4s at the moment, 24 for 1. But yeah, end of the third over here, just about to occur, and it is a dot ball into short cover there. Moeen Ali really engaged in this game early on.
Change of bowling.
He could be the X factor
captain
with the
is going
ball
with the
as well.
medium
Yeah,
pacer.
big potential
Take
there.
that pace off. As we see Chris Tremaine come in for his first over here. Dogs of War 1 for 24 after 3, I should say.
It's not a bad outcome for him. They would, especially after that. Look at that beautiful hair on Joey Burns.
I was saying Boo Earns.
It's glorious mullet. That's what we like to see.
Regulation 1-day field here.
Oh,
There was a hint of an edge there, just didn't carry. Inside edge there from Tommy Cooper. But that traditional field does allow you to go the long handle here early.
Yes.
Wait.
Pushed onto the offside, no run.
Tremaine tempting the long handle there, but with a really nice length delivery. Mid-off, just back on the edge of the circle here with a short cover.
Yes.
And that is a beautiful drive. Look at that. Beautiful stuff there through the square region. Paul Stanley loves it. And,
Shot of the day.
yeah, absolutely. Shot of the day. No doubt about it.
Now, Tommy Cooper, we thought might play the sort of cameo role, but he's really stepped up here with some wonderful stroke play.
Still working in 4s.
Yes.
And that will continue. It will continue. I don't think they've run a single.
well.
It is just 4 runs at the moment here. There might have been a directive from the team owner, perhaps. Just let's. He's taken that off the pads too. Whipped it behind.
I believe team owner Dane O did talk to the players pre-match and say, channel your inner Verinder Sehwag.
Very
Only
good.
dealt in boundaries.
Oh,
never ran a 2.
Who was the Pakistani?
Inzi.
Inzamal al-Haq. Yes.
Change of bowling.
And Patterson.
The
Look
medium
at this.
pacer is
I
coming
keep
into
going
the
on
attack.
about it. I know, but the bowling attack of the Revolution is second. It's second to no one.
I mean, when you can just keep rattling off international
That's right.
Australian players.
And then back. And he's got him. Oh, he's chipped it. Kane
Wow.
Williamson. chipped it straight to square leg, and not square leg, point, and Jimmy's got himself a wicket.
Well, it was an awful ball. It reminded me of the Shane Watson warm-up ball. Every time he bowled a spell, he'd bowled an absolute turd of a first delivery.
Half-tracker.
Williamson smashed it straight to root,
The batsman
and he
making their
has
way
to
back the
depart
pavilion.
16 from
Caught
11.
up for 16.
And the Dogs of War reeling 2 for 32. The runs are up there, and here we go.
It's the big show.
Every time the big show
It's a motherfucking big show.
is relied upon, always lets the team down, and on cue, Glenn Maxwell gone for a golden duck.
No.
Jimmy Patterson in for a
Having
hat-trick
spell.
here.
What a spell.
I called my shot, and it's come to fruition.
Is this a full... No, it's
It's a half-tracker
another half-tracker.
straight to the bloke on the outer edge of the circle. Glenn Maxwell,
2 wickets
very
in a row.
disappointing start to his simulated online cricket cup tournament.
Wow.
And Alex
Coming into
Doolan
bat
comes out
at
to
number
face
5.
the hat-trick ball. The
What's he got?
Revolution
They're all over him
on
here.
fire, 3 for 32, the preseason favourites.
Like a chubby kid on cake. Here we go.
Oh, and he's ducked the bouncer. Meow. Meow.
That's a big old cat decision. But look, he's playing for the team, you know? And that's what he's done there with that decision there. Doolan, he's got to anchor it at this point.
Yes.
The big marquee players are gone. So he's got to do this. And this looks like it's going to be 4 runs. Yes, it will be. He's going to need more of that. Again, continuing on in the fashion. That's 10 fours for the game, and that is all that this competition has got for him so far.
I mean, that long handle was fantastic,
Oh,
but the
beautiful long
onions,
handle.
the onions on the lad, just ducking into a hat-trick ball. Got to go for it as the beers have been cracked. The
all these-
mangoes are open.
They're flowing.
Celebrations here.
You know, it took a lot of customs to get them over to Nepal, to get the mangoes over here, but great that we did.
Yep.
Oh, the long handle
Handle
again. This
again.
time, that's a better shot. That's a glorious shot. Oh, that is a spicy
Crisp.
crack. That's so crisp. Oh, that broke my speakers. My headsets have broken over how crisp that was. The man impersonating Alex Doolan, just having a field day out here, anchoring his team to some level, some discrepancy as we come to the last ball of the game before the simulation. Looking for something big here. Oh no! This is
Gee whiz.
what an over.
Well, we got caught up in the festivities. The fifth
completely
over
forgot.
caused a lot of
Change of
dramas.
bowling.
We
The
will
medium pacer
miss
is
Josh
coming into the
Hazelwood's
attack.
second over here. But today's simulations are sponsored by Tim's Good Food. Tim's Good Food, previously Tim's Great Food. And we're able to get Dogs of War owner Dane O on the line. Dane, how has the team's training sessions been in the lead up to this first match?
Very heavy focus on strength training. Obviously, we haven't done much cardio, and that's reflecting in the,
I can see that.
in just the boundaries we like to hit. We're not big on singles. We're definitely not going to be running any threes today. It'll be 4s or nothing for us. Or 6s, actually. Wouldn't mind seeing a few more 6s out there, to be honest.
Yeah, I can see that. An interesting decision so far. Look, I mean, you're going up against a really big pace attack here. So, could you say you're happy with the game so far?
Well, the plan was for Johnny to get out in the first over to get
Yeah.
Pat Cummins to pump
Smart.
his tail up and then start bowling some wild stuff, which I think will pay off later in the game.
A strategic dismissal.
Strategic decision.
Wow, we've seen it all
Very,
here.
very strategic. All right, well,
As we all know, Benny G just loves running with that ego, so
He does.
we're looking to take advantage of that.
that's true. He does have
Fair
a
play.
streak. That is true. Some would say low-key alpha, but I'd say after this, very high-key. Very high-key alpha. So, Dano, before we let you go, I just need to ask a question about your team, obviously. Which one of your players would you say has really given you the absolute shits so far in the bubble?
Look, we all know it's Glenn Maxwell.
Yeah,
The
smart.
guy, the guy talks
Smart.
up, never delivers.
Yeah.
Constant failure in anything he puts his mind to.
Right, so you're going to have a
We
word
were
with
playing
him?
Uno the other day, old
Oh,
mate
yeah.
tried to put a pick-up 2 on top of another pick-up 2,
Oh.
which, as we all know with the new Uno rules,
Yes,
that's
that's
just not allowed.
That's true, that
He
has
just
come through.
constantly just wants to create a nuisance of himself.
But you drafted him though, right?
Oh, naturally, yeah, I took him high too. 'cause,
Yes, yeah.
He will pull out one good match in this whole tournament, and that's why we're taking him.
So you're gonna crown him now. He is the Marcus Stoinis of this competition.
He's not in Marcus Stoinis' shadow.
Thank you very much, Dane O.
Very good,
team
Dean.
owner
Always
of
good to
Dogs
see
of
you.
War. He is the dog.
The Dog of War. The Dog of War. Always good to have him on the mic. So with that, we will continue on and begin the simulation.
Well, it has gone from bad to worse. The strategic dismissal tactic has not played off.
Well,
5 for 1-0 something. Matty Renshaw,
let's get into it. Let's find
he's
out.
going to have to be the man.
Change of
To do some
bowling.
damage here.
The
See
off
Mo and
spinner
Ali
coming
brought
onto
on
bowl.
here. 5 for 108 with 5 overs to go. They're really going to need to go big. Tom Cooper, though, still there.
Yes.
And he's gone the reverse sweep, and again, no run from that. Yet to see a run made out of this competition off the reverse sweep.
This is Simulated Online Cricket presented by Sporting Woods Podcast. Don't forget to get involved on the Twitch chat.
Yep.
Oh, that's a lovely shot.
That's a poor delivery.
It is a poor delivery. That's a half tracker and a given exactly what it deserved. Was that will be 4. Paul Stanley confirms it. Yeah, that was a directive from the team owner allegedly to bowl it there to give some hope. There's nothing like buying a wicket, but off your second ball, it's an interesting decision.
Oh, and he's gone the scoop. We saw persistent Rumus Hughes in the last game utilize that scoop shot, but unable to execute there. Tommy Cooper now, it feels like he's under
Fishing?
the pump here.
Well, look at that field. They're stretched. They're really trying to keep him front of wicket.
Yep. Gotcha.
He's gone over the top. This will be a one bouncer. Oh!
And that great pickup on the half volley there.
Yeah, real good fielding out there on display. That's a great shot. Just excellent fielding. What's he got here?
Yep.
He's pitched it up.
Gone the sweep.
Just the one run.
Singles aren't going to do it here for Dogs of War.
No, then really need to go large. We said that at the simulation break with team owner. He will be disappointed to see those singles.
Yes.
Oh, and our first
we
Montreal
go.
mishap of the game. The wicketkeepers had to go for it, and they'll only get a single there. But Mo and Ali on top in his first over as we have a look at Tom Cooper's wheelhouse.
No, as we can see there, not really interested in the well-priced family SUV.
Hit the hat still remains.
Spending a lot of time on the onside.
Well, Jimmy Niche, we did not see him feature, but none for 16 off 2. Not a bad couple of overs for him.
Yep.
Oh, and that is a beautiful in-swinging delivery for a Montreal
genuine-
mishap.
Genuine Montreal mishap, that one. The Canadian cut. Don't know where that one came from.
Yep.
Oh, chipped it over the top, and that will be runs. Just one.
Another name for the Montreal mishap? The Edmonton Edge.
Oh, you're having fun now.
It's a little bit fancy.
That's when you got your pinky up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for the textbook cover drive Montreal mishap into a 4.
I love that.
Yep.
Oh, so we almost saw one.
Oh, jeez. Very close to seeing one there. With, what's that, 3.5 overs to go. They gotta go. They have to go.
Neesham getting a lot of swing here with the 16 over white ball. Short mid wicket here. They're backing themselves against Renshaw.
Yep.
That'll be one.
Not going to do it in ones here. Team owner Dane O not looking too pleased.
Yeah, warning signs are well and truly on top here.
Yes. Catch.
Oh, that one's a bit too outside off stump there. He's taking full credit for it. He's given him there to fish. And I think at this stage you can throw that one out there just to see, as we see the 50-run partnership brought up between these two. They have stayed the ship to an extent. 50 runs is good.
but it's not enough. I mean,
No.
Matty Renshaw's contributing 10 to that 50.
bugger all to it, yeah.
I mean,
T. Cooper obviously doing all the work. Oh, see, that was the ball he was going for before. Outside off stump. Wasn't able to do anything with it this time.
as we head into the 18th over, we've got a brand new segment, KFC Trivia.
Wait.
Well, I'm looking forward to KFC trivia.
And today's KFC Trivia question: who is the only English captain to tour Australia and not score a run? The answer has been given. Oh, and we will have to cut there because Matty Renshaw has been given out.
Moen having a day. Big fans, AXA. They're loving that. Is that how it's pronounced? AXA? Review it?
I mean, they should have to go for it. I mean, he's absolutely
he
smashed it.
smashed it. He
And a
smashed
great
into
take
it.
from the wicketkeeper.
Yeah, they'll be happy with that one. Nielsen, he'll
Player
take that one every day.
field,
Moen Ali
behind.
gets Matthew Renshaw out for 10 runs. 6 for 1, 2, 3.
The answer to the KFC
The
Trivia:
right-hander is coming into
Captain
bat
James
at
Cook.
number 8.
You made a spare parts, Tim. What's going on there? That is poor. Shot. This might be out though. This could be out. This is going to be caught in the deep. It will go over the top.
And you
6
can
runs.
And you can get that ball some antibiotics because that is gonorrhea. Our first 6
I can't believe
of the tournament.
that cannot be the first 6.
Sponsored
of the
by
tournament.
Koala, it is. I've been waiting to use that saying, and it's finally happened in the third match.
Unbelievable. We've had a game with the.
Oh, and I mean, Nick Larkin just hits a 6 off the first ball for some BDE, then straight into the reverse sweep. I mean, come on.
He's there. He's ready to play, guys. Look at him tapping away.
I
doing a
mean,
little
you're wearing an
gardening.
orange armband and you think you've got a license to do reverse sweeping. Yeah, and
Off the pads.
well, that's his strategy. He can't hit the defensive shots. He's got to go big swing.
He's got to go big, and that's what, again, a little bit of gardening. There must be something on this wicket that he's not happy with. 2 overs to go. Oh, no, and another wicket. Yes, he's
It's
definitely
given.
hitting that. He's definitely hit that. Moen is having an absolute day with the ball.
The Dogs of Waugh are in absolute shambles here, and they're thinking about
Surely
reviewing
not.
it. I mean, what
You have
else
to
can
know
you
if
do?
you smashed it. Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe not. Not on that
We
replay.
can have a look if you'd like. We can check to see. We've got the thermal vision. We will have a look after this.
The batsman
Well,
departs.
Nick Larkin
Caught
has
behind
decided to
for
go.
six.
He's going to go, but
We won't have the thermal vision. Technical difficulties as the finisher.
doesn't appear we will. No, here we go.
Here we go.
it is.
Thermal
Yes.
vision.
Attack.
I mean, that's definitely the. Oh, look.
Well,
I
hang
mean,
on a minute here.
now that is
Oh, it'll be outside edge. So
got to
we
be
may
an
not
outside
see
edge.
that.
Here we go. This will show it.
This will be the image.
TikTok getting a run there. Oh, Well, discuss. You'd have to think he
Oh,
knew.
hang on. If we
Nah,
rock
but
and
there's
roll
a,
it,
there's a bump already on it.
Oh, wow.
Sure, I don't know. I don't know if he hit that. That might have been a sneaky little revolution. Foxing there. Maybe the Nielsen gave the old, you know what I mean? Like just a little.
Well, I mean, anything goes in simulated online cricket
true.
here, presented by
No
Sporting
rules.
Woods Podcast.
Yes.
7 for 129, 2 overs to go. I mean, 140 they'd be happy
Maybe
with it.
they take 140.
And by happy, I mean bitterly disappointed as new sponsors Instagram.
Yeah, I figured the big game alpha nature of the revolution.
Well, Benny G has one of the all-time great Instagram
Well,
games.
he's one of the big. That's why I figured he's big on the grams. That was something. Actually, Benny G came to me and said Instagram have asked to be part of it. The same as Aston Martin. Most of the in fact, all the sponsors that for the revolution came seeked us out. Oh, what a seed! A lovely ball there. He's tried to play that one down when it was on the way up. It was never going to happen. But the finisher brought in here at the end, aptly named.
Yeah. Catch.
Well, the finisher.
Is this going to be a 6? Is it going to be caught? It's going to be 6.
Oh, hang on. It's been brought back in. It's play on here.
It's going to be 3 runs. They're going to run 3. Surely not 4. They're going to run 4 here. Oh, wow. Well, that's the first time we've seen this competition. Hollywood, the girls are aplenty. As he bangs that into the wicket.
Great piece of fielding here. Who was that?
Oh, that's, yeah, you got
Well, he actually, you know what? He probably should have done better in the end. He was well within the field of play.
I think that was a catchable option.
Well, I believe so.
Well, Tom Cooper here. Oh, my goodness. He's going to have to be the one that gets this team home here. It's no other way around it. They need 150.
Yep.
And that's a better shot.
That's 4 runs.
That'll be
That's
4.
better.
Tom Cooper, we've said this before. He is a relative unknown with the bat in outside of the simulated online cricket cup, but internally, this guy he is an excellent pick. And Mullen given an opportunity with the ball here for the last over.
This
Playing the hot
innings
hand.
has crept up on us. Moeen Ali, 2 for 13, 2.1. We did mention him as a potential X factor at the start of the match. Living up to expectations here.
He was like the 8th pick.
Yes.
There's a traditional sweep shot. We've seen runs from the traditional sweep shot. They're looking for 2. They go, oh no!
It's a bit of mix-up.
Oh
Run out.
no! Oh no!
I believe that's Tom Cooper.
He's got to go. That is, Dano not happy with the ending of that one, and rightly so. That is absolute rocket am, but no dive. Oh, a dive would have got him home.
Too casual. And again, Paul Stanley.
Paul Stanley.
Not looking.
He didn't even look.
He's doing the smoke bomb away from the explosion walk. Controversy
We
again.
didn't even get to see the stumps get over. We do get to see Paul Stanley.
But Cooper well out. No need to look. 73.
The right-handed batsman
And
is coming in
Potassium Pete,
at number
get your
10.
bananas out.
With an average of 6, he's going to need to bring it home. 150, that's all they'll be asking for at this point. Jimmy Faulkner given an opportunity.
Yeah.
He's given that a slog, but no real power behind it. That'll be 1, and that brings Sids on strike with 3 to go. You got to take them all, though. You got to take all the runs you can.
But again, this just highlights the...
Yeah. Catch
Oh, that's a great shot.
That's a lovely
As
shot.
I interrupt myself.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And there's a drop.
And he's pushed it in front.
Well,
They're going to run 3 here. Oh, they're going to get almost as many.
They're looking for 3.
They got it. They got 3.
Did they get 3?
I believe so. Yes, they did. 146. That's
Wow.
huge. Oh, that's a disappointing drop there. Sids, he's filthy with himself. He was ready to go sit down again.
He doesn't want to be out there, according to Luke. He
There's
wants,
this
he
one.
wants to get a banana in him before the
This is
bowling inning.
this is how I catch, just quietly. Yep, that's me. That might as well have been me there. Not James Patterson. Standard Brisbane Heat boy, falling over when required. Oh, that's a better.
That is
That's
a
a
great delivery from Ali. And as we head to the last ball of
And
the
they get
innings, 8 for
150.
146.
They're going to have to go big here.
Yep. Catch.
And he's just chipped it, but will they get 2? They'll just get
not.
1. That'll be
Well,
1.
A disappointing
you'd have to
innings
say short.
for the Dogs of Waugh. 8 for 147. A tough ask for them as we have a look at the over that was from Moeen Ali. As we head to halftime, and today's halftime Juzzy T music matchup is brought to you by Tim's Good Food. Tim's Good Food, for legal reasons, soon to be Tim's Food. As Juzzy T, we are joined by Juzzy T, and what is today's music mashup challenge?
Absolute shout out, COVID Cricket 19 here with throwback. The Baker's Delight theme song.
Stop it.
Is gonna be the music and the lyrics. John Farnham's, you're the voice.
Well, this is just...
Juzzy,
We've had 3 games and 3 of some of the all-time great
And you've-
music mashups.
You've picked a fast song with the lyrics of a slow song, so I mean, this is going to be a bit tricky, but I'll give it a go.
Give it a go. Well,
Okay, all
you're
right.
2 from 2 so
You're
far.
the voice and I understand it. Right, okay. So it's okay. Yeah. All right, okay, all right. Yeah. I mean, this is going to be terrible, but
As
let's
the
have a go.
highlights are on in the background.
You're the voice, try and understand it. Make a noise and make it clear. Oh, well, we're not going to sit inside. We're not going to live. Hey, there you go. That's terrible. No, don't give me that one. That was awful.
That was fantastic.
Oh dear.
The Juzzy T music mashup
Let's move on.
is just killing it.
lot
here.
of love on the listener party for the Juzzy T, the Juzzy T mashup.
As we head back to the cricket, Luke, do
dear.
you think that the Dogs of Waugh can pull out a miracle here and contain this high-profile Revolution side?
Look, you'd have to say that the appeal of the Dogs of Waugh team is their batting. So, have they got a bowling edge? I just don't see it. So, it's going to have to go down to. They're going to have to dig deep. And, I look forward to speaking with team owner Dane O in the simulation break just to sort of get an idea as we see this wonderful decision made from Paul Stanley. Very Michael Wilkins-esque, just not even watching as we're not even seeing the wicket itself. It's all the pageantry that you expect out of this.
And that is
wonderful
the
team.
pageantry that is simulated online cricket presented by Sporting Woods Podcast.
That's it. And Anish got himself a run out there. There you go.
Don't forget to get involved on the Twitch chat. I'm looking at you, Yeeta Skeeter 69.
Oh, I'm sure by now Yeeta Skeeter has yeeted.
We're on Twitch at sporting_woods_podcast. Our YouTube channel is Sporting Woods. You can find us on Twitter as well at sporting_woods.
Change of bowling.
Don't forget to use the
The captain is
hashtags
going with the medium
SOCC hashtag Sporting Woods as Trent Bolt.
El Bolto.
I mean, some high profile names here. Root Warner Bolt.
Yes.
And off to a great start. They might choose to have a conservative approach to this run chase here, Luke.
Well, here's the thing. I would say the same. However, Dave Warner, not exactly good under the defensive manoeuvres. So I expect him to go hard and go large. How is your mum? But
Right on.
sorry, no run there.
There's Michael Wilkins en route to LA for the Unicorn Bachelor was not leaving any stone unturned in the Pool A group chat.
Wait.
And has been taken into consideration with his suspension as per Commissioner allegedly.
Just remains world heavyweight champion for the time being. Shout out to the MILFs indeed. Oh dear.
Wait.
Yes.
Solid over here. You can't keep Warner down for too many dot balls. That's his problem. There's been 3 in a row now. Surely he might do something stupid. And get the sandpaper out.
Expected there as well. Look at that. He pitched it outside off stump, and Dave cannot help himself. That little late in swing inside, just lucky to miss everything.
Yeah. Catch it.
Well, I was about to say the man impersonating Trent Bolt had done a great over, and you can get that ball some antibiotics because that is gonorrhea. We almost had our first.
Oh, so close. Hit
for a hat.
Hit the hat. That's right. Hit for the hat. Hit the hat. No, wait. What was it?
for a hat.
Hit for a hat.
For the well-priced family
Change of
SUV.
bowling.
That's right.
The
That's
captain
right.
is going
As the
with the medium
finisher
pacer.
is the beginner.
The finisher becomes the starter. He's an appetizer in this game. They've got the look at all those hats out there in the field.
Yep.
Love to see it.
Catch
Oh,
We've seen the long.
wow.
I mean, mid-on is non-existent.
Not even-
literally.
that's a poor ball to that field, and he's not. Joey doesn't even give a fuck. Look at him. He's leaning on the bat stuff.
That's a player in form right there.
Oh, absolutely.
And I would be questioning the tactics. Maybe team owner Dane O might relook at the bowling lineup,
Yes.
putting the finisher as the beginner. But at
The beginner.
chasing down a low score.
That's so great.
It might just be that change in tactic that they needed for a spark. It hasn't paid off after 2 balls, so early doors.
Well, four runs off it.
Yes.
There's a short mid-wicket there. But a
Just
good piece
gone.
of fielding.
It's too many runs so far, though, if you're a Dogs supporter. The Dog of Waugh will not be happy.
As we have word that Jimmy B is out of money for his gambling account. Looking for sponsors. Is mid-thanks sir and Jimmy B as David Warner starts teeing off.
If you're after a sponsor for your gambling and you're out of money, I don't know if there's many sponsors that would be interested in getting involved. Oh, you're broke? Well, let me sign up. Very good.
Some very questionable tactics all round so far in the simulated online cricket cup.
Wait on.
Oh, well, that's what the people come to watch, Tim. They want to see these interesting decisions made. You know, I've also been told that many of the IPL teams and the T20 international teams, they watch this competition to see what works and what doesn't. So you might see some things, unorthodox decisions made, that might make their way into the world of real life.
Well, he had about a 100-metre gap there, Warner, and he's picked out the bloke.
What do you know?
So after 2 overs, the Revolution none for 16. Well on target here. Trent Bolt coming round the wicket for his second over.
Winning.
Not a bad tactic here if they can really jam Root up at back of a length. He's gone the long handle already, so they might bring it back off of a length.
Yeah, nothing better than a good jammy route.
Well said.
Thank you. Oh, that one misses the edge.
A definite tactic here from Bolt. I was just about to say they brought the mid-wicket in for a bit of scare tactic. They've taken him out immediately.
Yes, catch it.
Yep, and immediately gone the long handle. I
What do
mean,
you know? You said it, Tim.
they had it. They were on top there, and then Joe Root's just gone the long handle.
If this was the Tigres, you'd be pulling your hair out.
But
Pulling your beard hair out.
they've got to. Yeah, thank you. They've got to try anything here because it's all Revolution so far here in this matchup.
Yep.
Oh, wrapped on the pads, but he's managed to get a bat down on it, and a terrible throw there from square leg has meant that will be just the 1 run. They've kept it silent, but no wickets, and that's what's going to be a killer here. The Revolution, I will try to stop going back to it, but with that bowling attack, they're looking to take early wickets, which they did today, and that might well be what gets them across the line here. You'll see the tab will come down in price. I'll guarantee you that.
Well, I mean, insert sporting bet company
any type
here.
of anyone,
I mean,
anyone.
we're not gonna
No. And
another
one. The
the DJ.
the DJ Khaled special. Another one.
Something needs to happen here as the sun has set over the mountains in Nepal.
Must be a bit chilly. A wee bit.
Yes, catch.
Oh,
And-
the field's up, and he's just gone over the top. Well, what do you know?
And that boundary presented by new sponsors, Koala Furniture.
That's right.
If you want Australian-made furniture from an international country, choose Koala. The beginner tactic not working so far.
Yep.
No, nearly hit the stumps there, but that's going to be another 4 runs here. Geez, things looking a little bit. Is it going to hold up? It's going to slow down. Well, what do you know? Just going to be 3 runs there. Whipped in from the boundary there. Joe Root. Look, it's so strange. They haven't done too much crazy stuff. I mean, Warner's 10 from 10. But it's enough. It's well and truly enough at this stage. They're looking for wickets.
Wait.
And that'll be another dot ball.
That was hit hard.
Yeah, great shot.
Almost broke the gap there, but
Yeah. Both players here, Root and Warner, looking to cement themselves early in this competition as some premium batting.
we saw Warner in real life take a real leveled approach to his game,
Yes.
particularly in the 2019 World Cup, and it seems to have translated over
That's right.
into the virtual format.
Yeah, exactly right. But it won't be. It's just a matter of time before he absolutely unleashes, and that will occur at some stage or another.
Call it.
Another one.
Yep.
There it is.
I mean, I did say, didn't I not?
On cue.
There you go. That'll be 4 runs.
The reverse finching presented by Just Batchet.
And BCF. Yeah, look, that's a great shot. That's a textbook white ball shot.
Well, the commentary box is deflated here. This is all one-way traffic.
Yeah. Catch.
Oh, and the long handle, it's gone high. It may not go for 4. It might dig in.
This is going to be 4 runs.
It's 4 runs. I mean, are we crowning it?
I mean, look, last time we did.
Well, let's crown it.
You're going to crown it?
Well, let's crown it so that we hope for a closer finish.
All right. We're going to crown
Yeah. Well, as Gus
Where's
Good would
Gus?
say, I would feel as if the Dogs of Waugh are on top in this game.
Winning.
As Potassium Pete comes onto bowl.
This could be a game changer. Potassium Pete has it in his arsenal to put a banana where it shouldn't.
But he is lacking iron at the moment, so we'll see if his
Waiting.
energy holds up.
Oh, 2 dot balls.
A lot of energy wasted in those 2-dot balls, though.
That's right. Going into the all-important simulation over at the end of this one.
Yep.
Oh, splits the gap. That'll be 4 runs.
That is the shot of the day.
Yeah.
Joe Root on the up, through extra cover.
Oh.
It doesn't get more textbook than that.
That's a stunner. Look at that. It's looking like the decision to bat second is absolutely it's a cracker of a choice.
None for 40 off 4.3. I mean,
You'd have
this
to
game
say.
is as good as over.
Put a fork in it because it's cooked.
Wet.
As Glenn Maxwell does something at least for this game. And Fields there at cover.
2 balls remaining. I think we'll see a conservative approach here from the Revolution, so Peter Siddle might be able to jag a wicket here. Anything can happen in this 5th over.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, and a Montreal mishap. An Edmonton edge
You feel like it was that fancy?
for 4.
Yeah, I feel like that was that fancy.
Well,
I'll give you
he
that.
went the big
Yeah,
back foot drive.
Oh, what?
Wow.
How did?
At eye level. And it's hit the outside edge and gone inside.
Incredible stuff here at Tribhuvan.
The magic that is the Himalayas.
Yeah, that'll do it.
As we head into the simulation, the Revolution none for 44, and today's
Change of
simulations
ball.
are sponsored
The
by
umpire coming onto
Tim's Food. Tim's Food, it's safe for consumption. Now, with no Benny G in the bubble,
That's right.
we are rejoined by Dog of Waugh.
Yes, the
Dane O. Dane O. Your thoughts on the first 5 overs of the Revolution's run chase?
Bit slow, to be honest. We actually feel like we're on top.
Do we?
Just looking for the simulation, obviously, will pay wonders for us. We have put the appropriate fees in place for the simulation to work in our favour. Nepal, well-known gambling centre, well-known on the take centre. So we're definitely looking for, I don't know, at least 6 wickets probably in the simulation.
Will you think the decision to place the finisher as the beginner cost you in the end of this matchup?
He hasn't finished off anything yet. Let's just leave it at that. At any stage, any team bonding, there's been no finishing from the finisher.
Wow. Great insight there from Dogs of Waugh team owner Dane O. Thank you very much for your time. Luke, do you give them any chance?
Look, I mean, anything's possible. We've seen already in this competition that anything is possible. So, but saying that, yeah, a low percentage opportunity here for the Dogs of Waugh. But the Revolution, you just never know.
0's a percent, isn't it?
0 is a percent, yes.
All right, with that being said, Luke, begin the simulation.
Oh, dear.
Oh, well, it is an absolute beatdown.
Oh, boy.
Change of bowling.
As
The
Glenn
captain is
Maxwell
going with the spinner.
Obviously didn't pay enough to the Nepalese Cricket Association.
Paid the wrong people. It was lost in
scores a level.
translation. Scores a level here.
One more.
Well, this is Well, we are.
Wow.
Well.
Oh, no.
Good fielding.
They've got 1 off 20.
They've given it to Glenn.
1 off 29, and they've given it to the Big Show to peg it back here. Joe Root. Well, we saw this in the last matchup. Getting
needs-
nervous around
What's that? 36 dot balls? Yeah.
Yes.
And there it is.
Oh, that'll be it.
Joe Root, the skipper with the winning runs, presented by Tim's Good Food.
Wow.
And that wraps it up. A comprehensive victory from the Revolution. None down. Joe Root and David Warner steering
Far
the
out.
Revolution to a comprehensive victory against the Dogs of Waugh.
Yet to see anything like this in either competition we've run. 10-wicket victory. My goodness.
I mean, they were on track to score over 200, really.
The decision to bat last was obviously the right one to do, but you'd have to think, they would have put on an absolute scoreline had given the chance.
I would say the decision of Benny G to skip the pool bubble and wait for the finals bubble is essentially justified even in this first matchup. As we look at a couple of highlights that we missed, I mean, David Warner started slow, but as soon as we said he was starting slow, got out the long handle and was good to go. I don't think there's too much to be said here. Team owner Dane O not pleased with the result. I think they might have to go back to the drawing board and look at some tactics, particularly in the batting lineup and the opening bowling stocks.
Oh, look, I mean, it's that whole thing, isn't it? You get everyone's got a plan to get punched in the face, and losing Johnny Bairstow early on in the
a strategic wicket.
Strategic wicket, as obviously that was a choice, but obviously not one that worked out and paid out in the end. With Joe Root and David Warner capping off quite a comprehensive victory. So Tim, I got to ask you who you think the big dick energy player of the game was.
I mean, I think you have to give it to the skipper of the Revolution, Joe Root. I mean, we try not to go with the computer man of the match, but 89 captain's knock, first game, sets a very high standard for the Revolution team to follow. It's got to be Joe Root for me.
Fair enough. I want to give a special mention to Moeen Ali. I thought was sensational.
Definitely
in this
pegged
game
it
as
back
well.
when it was required.
Yes. Anyway, that will be it for this game. We're going to have a quick look as we return to the main page at the standings, because I think we've got a new runner in the.
A new leading run scorer?
Yes, a new leader. What do they call it? The new
leader in the clubhouse.
Leader in the clubhouse. That's the one I'm after. I've done my
So we
homework.
have a look at the ladder, the net run rate of 2.39. Goodness gracious
This
me.
is going to be tough for the dogs.
It's all uphill for the Dogs of War.
The Dog of War.
The Dog of War.
The Dog of War.
And let's have a look at the leading run scorers. Surely it's Joe Root.
Yes.
Joe Root, 89. T-Pain, Tom Cooper, Jake Carter, the relative unknown, still up in fourth place. The leading wicket takers, Gabe Bell, Sean Abbott, Shakib, Moeen Ali, featuring now, and Pat Cummins. Luke, the next game is the match of the round in round 2.
Yes. What's round 2 going to be, Tim?
Latin Nights round is the theme.
Love
so
me a
we'll
good
see
Latin Nights.
A bit of Spanish flair
There will
there.
be some flair. That's right. I'm looking forward to it.
We'll be out of M.A. Chidambaram Stadium.
Very known for its Spanish flair.
The Revolution versus Uru Pubudu's playing for the Mr. Worldwide of Sports sunglasses.
That's right. Huge.
We
Huge.
will catch you for the next game.